In 2021, the NASCAR Cup Series will be moving on to a new generation of race car, leaving the current Gen-6 in the past. But back in 2013, NASCAR had a very similar situation taking place. After years of NASCAR fans being disappointed and dispassionate towards the boxy COT and the manufacturers stressing the lack of identity between the cars, a change of brand identity was needed and made. But many questions were in the air come Speed Weeks of 2013. How would the racing be? What would the ramifications of Dodge's departure be? Who would be the driver to take control of the sport with this new car? After the first 4 races, nothing even was close to being confirmed. The Daytona 500 was a dull train. Phoenix was a tough pass that resulted in Denny Hamlin being penalized for valid criticisms, and a meh Las Vegas race, but it had an admittedly fun finish. As for the 4th race, it was defined by the run-in between Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin.
But could go no further, and coming off 4, Logano jumps up in the groove right in front of Denny Hamlin, and wait for it, pow.
What did we say when we were watching this? If he doesn't move Jeff Gordon, somebody's going to move him.
That's exactly what happened with his ex-teammate from Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin, in the 11.
The Joe Gibbs team, they were former Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. And Michael Waltrip, you said that Logano wouldn't take the apology over the radio lightly, and the pushing is coming to shoving here.
Yeah, we can see what happened. Joey Logano pulled up in front of Denny. Denny said, "I'm not giving you a break, Joey," and punts him when he gets down to turn 1 and 2, spins Joey around, and tempers flared after the race.
While seemingly crazy now, back in 2013, Joey Logano was seen as a nearing waste of potential, who Roger Penske insanely put in his 22 car. He hadn't performed at JGR. The young Logano had only scored 2 wins in 4 years in a 20 car that Tony Stewart regularly won in for 10 straight years, and one of those wins was a fuel mileage gamble in his rookie season. The fresh start would prove to be a career resurrection, but a little more on that later on in the video and in the race. The 2013 Auto Club 400 would prove to be some of the best racing in the 2010s. The race would be defined early by short cautions, green flag runs, and Kyle Busch leading. Along with Busch, the front would be occupied by Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Tony Stewart. With the high horsepower and old racetrack, tire wear was huge. Comers and goers were the name of the game throughout the day. This continued through the late stages of the race as well, until the final restart with 11 to go. Of those main players on the day, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Tony Stewart were all in the front 3. Meanwhile, Hamlin was 16th and Dale Jr. was 18th. This difference of drivers, cars, and also tires made for a finish for the ages.
He's looking at the outside.
Logano down to block Stewart. Stewart trying to get further underneath him, can't. What a land rush into turn 1.
Hey, that 78 may come out on top if he can get up off it 2. Couldn't quite pull it off.
That's if they all get off turn 2.
Whoa, tight off of that corner.
Boy, Joey Logano, he did not give Kyle Busch much room. There comes Kurt Busch down to the bottom on the back.
And that's right where he's been running, Larry. Now watch him, he'll go down on that apron. He's got a lot of grip down there, and he's put a slide job on a couple of guys.
And he's got pressure tires. Here he comes up against Logano, but Kyle Busch brings them off turn 4 once again.
Man, Kurt and the 22 car of Logano are banging off each other.
And how about Dale Earnhardt Jr.? He's back in the mix.
Contact.
Hold on
Edwards,
to it, boys.
Logano, and Kurt Busch.
What an amazing run these guys are making. This is a whale of a race right here, boys.
9 laps to go. And Kyle Busch watches it all unfold in his rearview mirror.
Carl Edwards and Denny Hamlin, they have fresher tires than any of these drivers.
Junior, did he get turned or did he dive? I think he had a little help. But boy, he recovered quickly after that top to bottom run at the entrance to turn 3.
While Kyle Busch initially ran away with the lead, it wouldn't be long before he had company.
Logano is inching up on Kyle Busch.
Logano has been, I am so impressed with the run he's made today, Larry. I really am. That splitter being off the left front, it doesn't matter because that corner of the car's on the track anyway.
But I think his problem is not Kyle Busch. It's Denny Hamlin and Carl Edwards on those fresher tires right behind him.
Those drivers with fresher tires would begin to prove the toughest competition for the lead for Busch.
Logano takes the lead. Can he hold it off the corner?
Can he get up in front of? No, he didn't make it.
Not enough room.
Oh my gosh, that was so close. Falls back in line, loses momentum, and here comes Hamlin.
Best race ever at California Speedway. Kyle Busch trying to hold off his teammate Denny Hamlin.
Oh yeah, he's
Joey Logano up high. Logano with a big steam run, and he almost turned Hamlin around. Oh my goodness!
What a move!
And the fans go wild.
And he'll clear Kyle Busch that time.
Have you ever?
No, I've never.
And a show would prove to be in the works. A week after their confrontation, Logano and Hamlin were dueling for the win. The blue and white 22 steaming literally ahead of the pack, giving the black 11 with fresher tires another shot at him.
And Logano got to the front.
I think they'll show each other a lot of respect in this situation. I think.
2 to go.
2 to go. Oh my gosh. 2 to go.
Kyle Busch is 1 second back. Earnhardt 2.5 seconds. Carl Edwards is 2 back.
Hamlin is there, boys. He's there. He's stalking him. I believe Hamlin's a skosh better.
It seems like he has a bit of an advantage down in turn 1 and 2.
Teammates last year, rivals this year. Friends, maybe never. But Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin are going to settle this right now.
Well, Hamlin cut him some slack. He had a run. Hamlin, Joey got loose. He got a little sideways off the floor.
There you go.
Hamlin gave him a shot. Oh, no.
Outside, barely. Outside.
Hamlin there. Logano to the bottom, trying to hold his ground.
That's going to be tough, though. But he's been running good on the bottom. If he can just clear Hamlin right there.
No way. He's going to lose his momentum. They're going to touch hard. Are they going to make it?
Neck and neck.
Side by side.
Kyle Busch moves again.
Watch out for the third place car. Kyle Busch. He's looking.
Hamlin edges ahead. They get it. They touch. They touch. And here comes Kyle. Hamlin, Logano on the ball. Hamlin spins down the racetrack. And Kyle Busch wins at California.
I thought they'd be nice to each other. They weren't.
The finish truly was the best ever for the Auto Club Speedway. Kyle Busch sneaking by for the win also would begin his domination in the Gen-6 car that continues to this day. As for Logano, his post-race would be a bit eventful to say the least. This would lead to one of Tony Stewart's greatest quotes ever.
Tony, what angered you at the end of the race? What did you take issue with?
What the hell do you think I was mad about? Dumb little runs us clear down to the infield. He wants to about everybody else, and he's the one that drives like a little. I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Unfortunately for Denny Hamlin, the wreck at the end of the race literally broke his back, basically derailing his season as a whole. Between this great finish and the fact that most popular driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. was a new points leader, though, the new car had finally been validated. So now, I want to ask you, what was your reaction watching the 2013 Auto Club 400? And do you think the next-gen car could create a similar race if handled correctly? Let me know down in the comments below, leave a like, and subscribe for more great NASCAR content. And until next time, have a good one.